At that time, they went to put handcuffs on him. As they put handcuffs on him, the fight breaks out. It turns into an extremely violent situation. I'm about to show you the video. During this incident, he tries to grab the gun and unholster the gun from the deputies. Tries to pull it out. They're fighting for their lives in this situation.
Is that your stuff or your father's? Where's your father at?
Hospital.
Still there?
Yep.
Oh, okay, so you just brought the meds to the doctor to see what he got?
Yep.
Come on over here, man. So what's going on, man, in your room and stuff?
I don't know. What's going on?
What do you mean, huh? Is there anything in there I need to be concerned about?
Nope. Those are all your father's medications?
So your first name is Sharif, right?
Correct.
What kind of problems does he have?
Heart.
Why does your room smell like chemicals?
Chemicals? No chemicals at all.
You got anything on you?
Nope.
Okay. You do realize that you got some narcotics in your room, right? Yeah?
Yeah.
You know, it's not legal in the state of Florida, correct?
Yeah, I do.
Hey, real
Can't
quick,
find
I'm
the
just
back.
gonna pat you down, make sure you're on that audio there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually you leave a straight blade knife in your pocket like that?
Yep.
You do?
Hold on.
Get off me, man! Call 3, we need another unit. Call 5. Ah!
Hold on, my gun! Hold on, my gun!
Yeah, stop! You fucking got me, motherfucker. You got the Olympic swims. You got the Olympic swims.
He's pulling on my gun!
Go ahead, see, I can. Wet, motherfucker. You wet, motherfucker.
Tase him, tase him!
Hey, oh my God! My God!
Let go!
Stop resisting! Stop resisting!
Let go! Fucking gun, there!
Stop resisting! You done?
No.
Ah!
Hey,
I'm done. I'm done.
I can't get up. My leg's twisted up on it.
Hey, I got it. You got it?
Okay.
You got it?
I don't know where my key is.
Let's just get him cuffed.
Yeah. Put your hand behind your back now. Put your hand behind your... No.
All right.
Put it behind your back. Let me see your other one. Give me your other hand.
Put her in. Marine else come.
Golf 6 1 to tank.
Fire rescue response.
Clear 10-3.
Clear 10-3, tell them to have send fire rescue.
So going back to yesterday, 6 o'clock, yesterday afternoon, there was a fight in the home. There was some smell. The mother smells some chemicals. The father starts ventilating the house. They get into a confrontation with their son, Sharif. Sharif then at that point pushes the father and the mother. There was an incident of domestic violence that had occurred. Later, fire rescue gets called around 6:20 a.m. And let me make this very clear. Pasco Fire Rescue, there was no signs to them that domestic violence had occurred. There was nothing so the firefighters did an outstanding job out there. Fire rescue transports the father to the hospital for medical reasons. Pasco Sheriff's Office is not called at that time. Sharif goes with the father to the hospital. So they're both at the hospital at this time. Mother's at home. Mother then calls family members who are out of the area. Those family members, she says she's scared. She's afraid of her son. There's been past history of domestic violence between the son beating the mother. So she calls family members. They then notify local law enforcement, which is us, the Pasco Sheriff's Office. Around 8 a.m., the Sheriff's Office goes out there, and it's primarily for a welfare check on the mother. Starts talking to mother. They see signs of narcotics and other chemicals inside that kind of raise suspicion. At that time, Sharif Al-Ghanani comes back from the hospital where his father's still at. He sees the deputies. The deputies start talking to him. They start questioning him about some of the things that are in his room. At that time, they went to put handcuffs on him. As they put handcuffs on him, the fight breaks out. It turns into an extremely violent situation. I'm about to show you the video. During this incident, he tries to grab the gun and unholster the gun from the deputies. Tries to pull it out. They're fighting for their lives in this situation. Is a individual who has shown violence in the past. He's shown violence towards law enforcement now. And I keep reiterating, a dangerous person. Dangerous individual wants to fight two deputies and try to take their gun. Who knows what his motive would have been once he got the gun. I can only speculate what he would have done. The deputies are in a fight. One breaks his hand. The other one gets injuries to his head. There you go. Thank God they're okay. The rest of the deputies arrive. And as I go back to very clearly, if you attack a law enforcement officer, bad things will happen to you. Don't ever batter a law enforcement officer. That is one message we need to clearly get out there, because we are the protectors, and if we're not out there, there's nobody to protect you. So we will do everything in our power to make sure those individuals are taken into custody. So with that, let me just show you the video of the encounter which occurred.
There is some language in this, just for those going live. Pause button.
Guys, don't put your cameras up, cell phones any higher. Okay.
Still there? Oh, okay, so you just brought the gun to the car. You see what you got? Come on over here, man. So what's going on now within your room and stuff? What do you mean, huh? Is there anything in there I need to be concerned about?
Your father's not
Your first name is Sharif, right? Why does your room smell like chemicals?
Chemicals.
You got anything on you?
No.
Okay. You realize that you got some narcotics in your room, right? Yeah? So it's not legal in the state of Florida, correct? Can't contact. Yeah. Usually you leave a straight blade knife in your pocket like that? Do. Hold on. My God!
As you can see, the camera got ripped off, but you can hear what was going on. You hear the gun, you hear the crackling, that was the taser. As we go, again, I thank God those deputies are going to be home for Christmas. The other side of it too is, with that situation, make it very clear again, don't batter, put your hands on a Pasco deputy. We're going to win. I promise you that. So Sharif has been charged with Pasco Sheriff's Office with 2 times for domestic violence against his parents, 1 time for aggravated law enforcement officer, 1 time battery to law enforcement officer, and 2 times for resisting with violence. While the deputies were on scene, they said they continue to see some things that were suspicious. They smell the things that were suspicious, the same things that led the father early in the morning to open up the ventilation in the house. At that time, they notified Hillsborough County Bomb Unit, which I thank very much. Hillsborough County has done an outstanding job, and we appreciate their partnership. They also notified the Joint Terrorism Task Force, which came up. And then I go back to, again, the FBI, ATF, Homeland Security. Thank you for your partnership. It's continuing to go on, and I thank you very much for that. I'm going to make this statement, and I want to make sure everybody understands it. There are no ties, again, as I said, there's nothing that we can tie back to any terrorist group or anything like that. This is a statement Mom has made to our detectives, and so it's one of those things that we make sure we're going to get this out to the public so you hear it. You hear the truth, but at the same time you hear me also say we have not found any connections yet. Mom made statements to our detectives that when he gets mad, he says things to her like, I'm a terrorist or I'm part of ISIS. He throws those things at her. Now, Mom also said that, he says these things when he's very angry. There's nothing we find that validates anything. But we're going to continue to search. We're going to continue to find out. The other things that it says is that this individual is extremely dangerous. He made statements to us that he wanted to hurt himself and others. In the past, he's experimented with chemical devices. We found chemical precursors currently that were in his room last night. That leads me to believe and tell you this is a very dangerous individual. I don't care what your race, color, creed, gender, sexual preference is. If you have an intent to harm other people, we consider you dangerous. I don't care if we use the word dangerous, if it's a link that he's trying to cause harm for a greater good or for a greater purpose in his own eyes, well then we'll investigate it that way. We're going to go where the facts lead us. And the facts right now have led us that this is a very dangerous person. He's off the streets. Everybody in the community is safe. And we're going to continue hunting down leads as we go forward. Is there anybody questions?
Talk a little bit more about the chemical devices that you say he was in possession of. What kinds of things?
And unfortunately, right now, I can't go into that. As I said, there's going to be a lot of questions you have right now I can't get into. I can tell you there were chemicals out there. He was researching further how to make further chemical devices. He had made statements, about these things. We are looking, I'll tell you right now, we're investigating computers, cell phones, any electronic means. We're trying to track down anybody he's associated with. We're doing every due diligence that you watch on those movies about how they hunt down and catch people. We're doing it. We're doing everything. I want every citizen out there, we're doing everything we can to track things down. But there's certain things I can't tell you. The violence that he demonstrated right there, we're working with our state attorney's office, and we believe we got a lot here to prosecute him, that they have a lot to prosecute him, and we hope he goes away for a very long time. On the other end, if there's other things that he was doing to try to harm others in the community, I don't want to say anything right now that's going to damage the case. I want to put this person away as long as they can, because it's clear they should not be out in the street.
But just to clarify, those chemicals that you found, those are not drug production chemicals, more along the lines of explosive device chemicals?
I would say the first. The chemicals we found were not precursors that we use for narcotics.
Is it the fact that he responded so violently to what seemed to be a pretty basic arrest is what's really kind of raising a flag with you?
That's part of it, raising the flag. Some of the things that we found inside the house raises the flag. And that's why I go back to, this always goes back. We're not just going to turn a blind eye. These are not things, and there's another part of this which is critical, is that everybody always talks about connecting dots. From 9/11, you read commission report. They talk about connecting the dots. You have a dot that you have somebody who's making statements that our people heard. You have evidence out there that the average person doesn't have in their home. You start lining those up together, it starts, hey, scratching your head. There's things adding up. But there's one thing that we're able to do, is stop the dots from keep connecting. We were able, hopefully, and I believe so, from stopping an incident if he was going to continue down this path. Working with JTTF, FBI, everybody, we were able to work as a team. We're able to bring this person into custody, but things were lining up that would raise suspicion to a higher level.
So I want to be clear that I'm hearing this. Yeah. You didn't find anything that directly relates to terrorism, but you're still looking at it as if it possibly could be?
We're looking at every angle. We're still searching computers. We're still searching everything. I mean, if I told you right now I'm only investigating this and just narrow the focus, we wouldn't be doing our due diligence.